My name is Caroline Scott and I'm the author and director at Communication Across Cultures. We run an online English language learning environment for learners in schools called The Learning Village. I'm a teacher, firstly and foremostly. I also have worked across many different schools, both in the UK and internationally. I've worked as an ESL coordinator, I've worked as a governor and also a principal in different schools internationally. I also work as an English as additional language advisor, an author of two books on language learning across the curriculum. The Learning Village is an online language learning tool for learners in schools, and it provides curriculum support to help them to transition into the English language, where obviously their whole environment is in English. Learning Village is based on learning through images, because often young learners either aren't literate in the home language or they're not feeling confident with reading in English to begin with. So the visual element that comes through every single structure that they're learning, every single item of vocabulary, really assists them in comprehending. We do offer translation into over 150 different languages as well, but that's not the foundation of the village. It really is about learning through the visuals. Now, it works on the basis of three programs of learning. Firstly, curriculum content, which obviously allows them to access lessons in history and geography. If you're doing a lesson in science and electricity, you need to have resources to help them. So that's one program of learning. The other program of learning is the social language they need to just be able to talk to their peers and their teachers and really just articulate themselves generally. The third program of learning is phonics, and that's actually phonics all the way through to the first 2,000 high frequency words and a little bit more. But it's designed for those learners who maybe don't feel confident in reading and writing, can't actually read in the first place. So we're giving them the opportunity to be able to decode the words and be able to read for the first time, so that they can then access those programs of learning in English further. We recognise the importance of assessment, and we make sure that we've tracked your learners before they started using it, during and afterwards. And we send you a weekly report which shows who's been on the village, how long they've spent on it, what progress they made, and what they achieved and what they struggled with. So then you can actually teach to their need. The Learning Village would be used both in school. Usually you allow some learner-directed time so that they can take ownership over that learning experience themselves. You'd also maybe provide some teacher time where you can teach to need and look at the results of their experience and what they've been learning and target what you know they need based on what the Learning Village is showing you. But also they can learn independently at home or with their families. We actually have family learning groups set up in some schools where learners can learn together as part of their family group. We work with schools who have children aged 6 through to 14-year-olds. We do work with younger, but mainly in small groups, and we also work with children in schools who have older pupils, and of course we're working with families as well. However, our main focus really is 6 to 14-year-olds. And we've been really lucky actually, because we've been nominated for a BET Award this year, and that's been phenomenal for just recognition of ourselves and what we've been doing with our schools so far. In addition to the village, I also offer language learning across the curriculum support, so school insets and training of trainers who then go back into their school and support all of their staff in progressing through their school journey. It's incredible to have the Learning Village out there being used by people. It's something that I've worked with schools on for a long period of time, perhaps 10 years or more now, and we've piloted it across the UK and internationally, and now you find learners are really making progress and teachers are really owning the tool and feeling like they can make a difference to those children in the time constraints that they have. I mean, it's amazing, it really is incredible, and I feel touched that I'm part of that journey with them.